if you hear her, she's been really needy. So she starts crying, I'm gonna have to pick her up. Yeah, I've been trying to make this vlog for the last week or so. This update type thing and everything that's been going on. So today, we're gonna actually kind of dive into that. Let's do it. Look, you are tired. It's a little early for your nap.
20 minutes later.
Alright, so kind of backtracking a little bit. It's been 2 weeks now since I've been working with Moment. It's been really great. I had to go through all of my orientation. It was kind of like flipped because when I went up to Seattle, we knocked out about 3 videos while I was up there, so we kind of jumped the gun of how their process works, but it's totally fine. So I just got through all the orientation stuff this past week. So now I'm just figuring out my scheduling. That's gonna be like the hardest thing, not the hardest thing, but the most critical thing. Because now, and I've always actually wanted this, but now I'm a full-time stay-at-home dad. And so now I have to balance my content that I'm doing with Moment and all this stuff there, and then Josh Martin Studios, and of course this channel, and then being a husband and a father. So like all these things are wrapped up in one location, being here at home. I mean, I'm not tied to being here, but it's obviously a lot easier because all my gear's here, the computer's here. So just figuring out all of that, making sure my daughter's on a schedule, because my wife and I had to work in between those times when she's asleep or when she's less needing of us. But man, I just want to say thank you to all those who've been super supportive about this whole, just my whole journey of being a content creator on YouTube and a filmmaker. You guys follow me from Instagram to YouTube to even now Twitter and stuff. It's been really great to see the response. So you all, the excitement that you guys have for me, and most of you all don't even know me, but I do my best to try to reach back out when you guys message me. I'm a little late, kind of backlog a couple months, but I do try to go back to my DMs, take some time and chat with you guys, especially if you guys have questions too. I don't want to feel like you guys are neglected, because hey, we're all learning in this. Like I always say, I always want to share what I learned, or something, or just kind of build a relationship somehow over the internet, especially during these times. So again, I thank you for all the support. Let's jump over to the office. Now, just a quick thing. Still testing up the audio for the Z-Cam. Right now, I have my Rode Video Mic Pro plugged in directly to the camera. So still testing out what my vlogs will sound like versus what my sit down camera to talking head will sound like. So figuring all that still. But anyway, speaking of content for this channel, I just want to update you guys on my current projects I've been working on since the summer. Again, these are long form projects, a lot of going back and forth with the directors. And so they're one of them are nearing the end of the project. So we're just figuring out the order of what these dances and everything look like, to just kind of have a better storyline. And then that will hopefully be out by this month, praying, or definitely before the end of the year. And then the doc that I'm working on, we're only in Act 3 in the edit. So that's going to take a little bit longer. Hopefully that process will be sped up. There's just a lot of things happening on both sides. But I mean, that's what the nature of longer form videos, and that's why it's always kind of hard when I push heavily on my channels, like, oh, I'm doing this, but then you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to actually see the results. And I've learned a ton. Now looking back on like these projects, I would definitely do a lot of things different, have a different mindset, different approach, but I needed these projects to actually have this reflection on. So once these are out and ready and available to watch, definitely going to be like a breakdown and my thought process then and now. And yeah, so stay tuned for that, really. What else? I have a ton of lens reviews to go through, and then obviously my full breakdown of the Z-Cam S6 before the end of the year. I've been writing it, shooting a little bit of stuff here and there. I'm excited for that, because this camera I've grown to love it even more, just because what it can offer and the flexibility that it has. The camera is barely a year old yet, and then there's still a lot of future proofing for this. So like, it's funny to say, is this camera old? No, it's not. You have 6K interchangeable mounts, you have RAW, ProRes RAW, a lot of options for anamorphic, resolution options. So you have a ton of things that this camera can perform really well in, and it has a very high ceiling. Zcam has a huge high ceiling. So I've been always teetering back and forth, is this the camera I'm going to use moving forward? Still kind of obviously keeping my ears and eyes open, but this is pretty much what I'm going to stick with. I don't plan on selling this camera. It's very flexible. I have 3 mounts. I use EF glass, I use PL glass, and I use micro four third lenses. So like I said, a lot of options. Still kind of diving into the nitty-gritty of this, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully just slowly pushing out piece by piece. Each section I'm going to talk through, I'm going to record it so I can just knock it out of the park and then piece it all together. Yeah, so I just wanted to just wrap this up. This was like a really quick update vlogish type thing. Again, I'm gonna post regularly week to week. So again, thank you for all the support. It means a lot. Like, this has been a dream since high school, really since elementary and high school, me working in this field of photography, video creation, all this. And slowly but surely been building up with every single job I've had throughout my career. And God's been blessing me and blessing the opportunities I've had, and I'm glad to share this and have you guys along on the journey. So again, take care, be blessed, stay safe, all those good things. Alright, y'all, I'll catch you later.